Hey everyone, this is Kirk over at dmstarfire.wordpress.com, and today I wanted to show you what I started. This is my new adventure creation binder inspired by DM Johnny, Dungeon Master Johnny over if you're looking on Facebook, or Your Dungeon Master is how you can find him on YouTube. Kind of came up with this idea to put together a folder or binder that makes adventure building easy. So here's what I've got so far. A lot of it inspired by him, a lot of it inspired from other areas on the internet, which I'll talk about. The first page is the Wizards of the Coast YouTube video on adventure building. It's called the Adventure Builders Workshop. The points here are kind of how I've actually broken down the tabs throughout my binder. They start with villains, locations, story, henchmen and antagonists, encounters, allies or NPCs, rewards, and then repercussions. I'm not sure how I'm going to do all of this yet, but that's how I have broken down everything for now. So I'll flip over here. Settings, locations is first. These are charts I've kind of copied from the Dungeon Master's Guide on setting detail tables, things you can find in dungeons, dungeon room possibilities up here. Let's see, back here we've got sample furnishings, features, interesting city sites. I've also kind of incorporated a way to use Dungeon Magazine articles in here, and this one for locations anyways is on strongholds, how to use strongholds in your campaign, how to make them, benefits they can have for your player characters. So that's an article from Dungeon Magazine on that. Now I'll move over to my encounters section. This is an encounter checklist provided from slyflourish.com. You can actually go get his ebook and get the same thing. It's a great ebook. I highly recommend it. It's his Dungeon Master Tips ebook. Again, that's slyflourish.com for that one. This page over here is skill challenges. This is kind of a method that I've used. It's kind of mixed with one I found from Dungeon Master Johnny. I had to actually go through and make a skill challenge. Back here, while building encounters, you gotta have fantastic terrain, so I've listed some of those as well. And then for my personal reference, I like to have the encounter budgets for experience as well, kind of at hand. Next section, allies and NPCs. This is a character name list when coming up with different NPC characters. It's got all the races as well as male and female names from the first and second players handbooks. Got another Wizards article here called Tavern Regulars. This one has some pre-generated characters you'll find in a tavern. They've got some stories, names. It's kind of nice to have on hand, at least for inspiration. Treasures. This section has got the most in it right now. This is the treasure parcels page from the Dungeon Master's Guide you'll recognize. I only have the epic tier one in here because that's currently what my campaign is on and the only one I need. But I like to have it and know what the characters deserve for treasure, make sure I don't give them too much, too little. Little treasures chart here. This I actually saw on Dungeon Master Johnny's video, but I think he got it from Ben's RPG Pile. Yes, that is where it's from. So head over to Ben's RPG Pile to find this one. It's got a lot of little treasures you can kind of add to spice up details. Common items table from there as well. And this is one of my favorites actually here. It's another Wizards article from the Dungeon Magazine called Stocking the Shelves. It's got different books you'd find in giant libraries, legends and lore, literature, maps. Just talks about all the different things that would actually fill the shelves in these places you go visit, so you're not sitting there fumbling, trying to make up books on the fly. And the last one, Art of the Ancients. This has got different art you would find across different empires throughout the past. Another way to spice up different locations as well. So that's all I've got for it here today. I'll continually build this and update it, but get started on your own because it can be a great tool to use. And once again, I want to thank Dungeon Master Johnny for the idea, Sly Flourish and Ben's RPG Pile for some of the charts and sheets in there, and then Wizards of the Coast for the fantastic Dungeon Magazine articles. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching.